Good evening and welcome to the 5th episode of our oral English video series where we examine the answers to the just concluded 2023 WAEC oral English examination. Today we want to discuss section 5 of the paper, and that section covers question 41 to question 45. Alright, and the section normally comes with the instruction different stress pattern. Alright, so in this section, students are asked to identify the stress pattern of a given set of words, alright, and to pick out the option that has a different stress pattern as the correct answer. Alright, so the key to performing brilliantly in this section, alright, lies in your understanding of how to place a primary stress on words. First of all, don't forget that you stress a word on the first syllable if the word is a noun or an adjective. If a word is a verb, then you stress it on the second syllable. Alright? That is if a word is disyllabic, that is when it has only two syllables. What about when a word has 3 or more syllables? There are a few rules, okay, that can guide you as to what you must do to arrive at the correct answer. Okay, the first thing is you stress a word on the second to the last syllable if it ends in ION or when it ends in IC or AR. Okay, like emotion, examination, dramatic, formalistic, horizontal. So you're going to stress such words on second to the last syllable. Then you stress a word on what? The third to the last syllable if it ends in ATE, CY, ECT, ENT, or ENCE. Okay? And then you stress a word on what? The fourth syllable if it ends in IVE, URE, AIRE. Alright, now let's pick up the first question that we have in this year's exam. A candidate. Candidate. Okay, it's quite easy, okay, to handle. Let's go through what we put down here. ATE. When the word ends in ATE, you're going to stress it on the third syllable to what? To the end of the word. So here we're going to have can, and then you have D, and then you have date. Alright, candidates, you stress on the first syllable. Then what about when the word ends in CY, like primacy? Okay, so you check through your rules again, it's still thoughts to the last syllable. So pre here, we're going to have pre, and then you have primacy. Good. So you can see these two words now have their stress on the first syllable. So we have not identified the one that has a stress on a different syllable here. They are all on the first syllable. But let's check out the word enigma, alright? Enigma is a special word and it has a stress on the second syllable. Here we're going to have e, and then you have nig, and you have ma. Alright, it's already coming out as an option that has a stress on a different syllable. While others have theirs in the first, it's coming out in the second. What about option D, maintenance? Maintenance has its stress on the first syllable. We're going to have something like M-A-I-N, and then you have T-E, and then you have N-E, alright, and C-E. So maintenance. Good. So at the end of the day, you discover that the option that has a stress on a different syllable is enigma. Enigma. While all other words have their stress on the first syllable, enigma is having its stress on the second syllable. Therefore, the correct answer is C. Then we come to question 42. Creature. Creature. I like this because this is just disyllabic. There's two syllable words. Remember what I told you at the beginning of this video? That if a word is disyllabic, just two sounds, that's two syllables, and it's a noun, then you're going to stress the first syllable. And if it's an adjective as well, you're going to stress the first syllable. So for creature now, creature is a name of something, so it's a noun. Therefore, you're going to stress the first syllable, you're going to have cre, and then you have chair. So what about the second option, option B, caution, caution. For caution, is it a noun or an adjective? Because I told you if a word is disyllabic, just ask yourself, is it a noun or adjective? That's the rule, okay, for stressing disyllabic words. Caution is a noun, alright? Because it's not an action. Caution is like an instruction. So you're going to stress the first syllable. You're going to have caution, alright? Caution. Option C, mountain. For mountain, is it a noun or an adjective or a verb? It's a noun, that's the name of something. So you've got to stress the first syllable. Alright? Without being told, you can easily convince yourself that the last option is going to be the answer because all of A, B, and C now are having their stress on the first syllable. So let's now consider the option and confirm. Alright? Option D, extrude. Extrude is extrude a noun or a verb. Of course, is an action. Extrude, something to flush out. So extrude is an action. Being an action, you go to stress the second syllable. So you have X and then you have trude. At the end of the day, the option that has its stress on a different syllable is option D. Question 43. We have 4 words again given to us to identify the word that has its stress on a different syllable. Alright? I like the question as well because it's going to be relatively cheap because it's just disyllabic. Either noun or a verb, so just find your way out of the question. And no, is it a noun or a verb? It's a verb. That means the second syllable is going to be stressed. So you're going to have N and then you are going to have no. Alright, second syllable is stressed. Then what about this word? Declare. Declare. Is it a noun or it's a verb? Of course, it is what? A verb. To declare something is to speak out or to state something. So here you're going to stress the second syllable. You have DE and then you have clear. Alright, you have clear. Then for the third option you have radar. Radar. Let's assume you don't know the meaning of radar because it's not a common word. Alright? What about D then? So you can just leave that option and come to D. This is believe. Believe. You ask yourself, is this a verb or is it a noun? Of course, to believe is to accept something, okay, to digest something. So this is a verb. Therefore, the second syllable is going to be stressed. So you have here be and then you have leave. So under critical examination condition, I normally advise students to use a strategy like this. If you are not too sure of a particular option, and then you know the other options very well, and this technique is called thinking from what you know to what you don't know. So you can just pick your C as the correct answer. And it's going to give you the correct answer because the rest options are all stressed in the second syllable. And since this one is not a word that is too common, alright, you might have little problems with it. But under my circumstances, radar is an instrument that is used for measuring the speed of what? Of ships or aircrafts. So being an instrument, that means it is a noun. Automatically you're going to stress the first syllable. So you have ray and then you have the. So at the end of the day, the correct answer is option C. Question 44, penitence. Now this is a polysyllabic word, so it's not like the disyllabic word that you can say is the first one or the second one. Therefore, you will need to what? Support yourself with the rules. When a word ends with E-N-C-E, what do? You stress the third syllable to the end. So here, third syllable to the end, penitence. So you're going to stress P-E, alright? So you're going to stress what? P-E, P-E, okay, then you have knee, and then you have what? Tense. Good. Discover. For this word, the second syllable is stressed. So you're going to have this, and then you have curve, and then you have verb. You can check that one out from our second rule here. So it ends in ENT, you're going to stress the first or the third syllable to the end. So you have her. Names. Alright? Then option D, you have retrospect. If a word ends in ECT, Alright? Then you're going to have to stress the third syllable to the end. So here you have re, and then trust, and then pet. At the end of the day, the option that has a different stress, okay, that has its stress on a different syllable is option B. Question 45. You have refer. Oh, I like this one. This is just disyllabic, okay? Just think between first syllable or second syllable, like I said earlier on. So you have refer. Now, refer, is it a noun or it's a verb? Of course, refer is a verb. So you're going to have to stress the second syllable. So you say re, and then you have fer. Refer. Option B, believe. Here, the second syllable is stressed. Believe, believe. So you're going to have B, and then you have L-I-E-F. Then option C, reason. You got to stress the first syllable because it is a noun. So here you have re, and then you have sing. Then option D, you have enjoy. Enjoy. This is a verb, an action. Okay, so you're going to stress the second syllable. So here you're going to have E-N-J-O-Y. At the end of the day, the option that has a stress on a different syllable is option C. While all others have their stress on the second syllable, option C, that's reason, has a stress on the first syllable. So that is that on section 5 of the just concluded 2023 oral English examination. Do join me in my next video where we shall be reviewing the 6th section of this year's.